What are you going to do with all that plate of food?
Today, I am making some roasted vegetables. Hey, I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. And we're Elena and Kayla are eating supper with us. They eat with us about every other Friday night or so. She's a teacher in Houston County, so Friday night is about the only night that she can come eat with us. So we usually do it about every other Friday night. So I thought I would do some roasted vegetables today with some smoked sausage. Now this is turkey sausage right here. I usually buy beef, but I bought turkey this time because we like turkey sausage. And I am doing carrots, whole baby carrots, and I've already got them washed and got them ready to go on my pan. And I've got parchment paper on my pan. That makes it for easier cleanup. And I've got radishes. Now, if you've never heard of roasting radishes, they are delicious. They are so good. I've got onions. So I've got them in big chunks because they love onions. And so I just wanted them in big chunks like that. Uh, and we are going to do peppers. I'm going to wait to put my peppers on because I want to spread them around. Now we're doing red potatoes today and we're doing sweet potatoes. So we're going to have carrots, onions, radishes, peppers, sweet potatoes, and red potatoes. And I leave my skins on because they're more nutritious that way. They're healthier. I wash them really good and I just kind of cut them in like little in half and then in like quarters. I try to get them all about the same size. So I'll just cut them in half like that. Then I'll kind of cut them in quarters. That way they're all about the same size. Yeah, I'm gonna cut up one more. I may not cut up that last one because I may not need it. Now my sweet potatoes, I do the same thing. I'll cut the ends off my sweet potatoes and I will cut them about one this size. I'll cut it 3 times and I'll leave the skin on that too because we like the skin on sweet potatoes. And I'll cut it about the same size as my other potatoes. Now this one is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to cut it again and that'll make it about the same size. And I'm not sure. Let me see how many I got here. I may not cut that one. Okay. Because it's just, well, Cody's coming, I think, maybe. So it's not going to be a lot of us. All right. I think I'll do the sweet potato because we really like sweet potatoes. And they're better for you than the red potato is. So we'll eat them left over. We'll eat them tomorrow or Sunday one. So, okay. And you see how I'm cutting them.
Now, if you've been watching very long, you know that Rose and I follow a low carb load, low glycemic load is what it's properly called, low glycemic load food culture. That means everything we eat is pointed toward low glycemic load. But one of the rules that we have, because we're family people and we have family, and a lot of people out there have family, don't they? Well, when the Romans come, we feed the Romans and we cook for the Romans so that they will enjoy the meal. Now, if Rose and I really wanted to, we can pick and choose even from this sheet and stay low carb load. But we have other vegetables too and foods that we eat with it. But we always cook so that the people who are coming will enjoy themselves, regardless of what our food culture is. And when we go off to their house, guess what we do? We don't want them trying to cook for us. Now, if somebody was sick and had a like severe diabetic or something like that, that's different. But for us, if we go out to eat with somebody or we are eating at their house, we will eat. Now, we might eat more of the low carb load, the low glycemic load foods than some of the other things. But just so you'll know how we follow our food culture, it includes family. And when we're eating with family, there are foods that are not just low glycemic load foods.
Now, today I am, this is a pan full. I might have put too much in there. I am going to put some basil infused olive oil on this, and y'all have seen me use it lots of times before. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on here. And this is toward the end of it, the bottom. So, matter of fact, that is all of it. So it had a good bit of basil in it. But that's good because I love basil. All right, I'm going to sprinkle garlic, good bit of garlic. Now, this is my potato slayer. I get it at Walmart. It's my go-to seasoning for just about everything. And so I use a lot of the potato slayer when I'm seasoning things. I've got to get out some more olive oil.
Potato slayer is so good.
This time I'm going to use some sun-dried tomato infused because there wasn't enough of the other. So I'm just going to coat it really well. Then I'm just going to take my fingers because they are clean, my hands, and I'm going to coat everything really well. And I think I'm going to get out another pan because I don't want this mounded up like this. I want it on a single layer. So I think I am going to get out another pan. Hold on just a second, baby.
Okay.
Let me wash my hands.
Boy, that looks good.
Doesn't it? Okay, I got a smaller pan right here. And I don't want it, I want it to roast. I don't want it to sit on top of each other and just kind of steam. I want it to roast. So I'm not going to put parchment paper on this one. But I am going to put non-stick cooking spray on it. And I'm just going to take some of this, put it over here. And Elena loves for me to send leftovers home with her, so she'll be glad I made a lot today. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more over here. Now, as this smoked sausage, as it releases some of its juices, it's going to go down on this pan, and it's going to season all these vegetables real good. So, all right. I'm going to put this in a 375-degree oven. And let me wash my hands, baby. I got grease on them again.
That's going to happen every time you roll those potatoes around.
I know. And a 375-degree oven. And it's probably going to take about 45 minutes for them to cook. But Elaine and Kale won't be here for another 45 minutes or so. So, and with this, I'm just going to make some stir-fried green beans because we have our peppers, we have our sweet potato, our white potatoes, we have our carrots, we have our onions, our sausage. So all we need is a green vegetable with that. So we're going to have green beans. I could have made a salad, but we're going to have green beans tonight. And the way I do my stir-fried green beans, I just put a little oil in them, butter, or bacon grease, or fried meat grease. If you don't know what fried meat grease is, it's where I cook bacon and I use it to season my veggies, and it's just salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So that's what I put in mine, and I cook them down until they start getting a little brown. I'll show you whenever I start cooking them, but I'm not going to cook those right now. But I just wanted to show you what a wonderful meal you can have in one pan. You could put chicken in this. You could put pork in this instead of the smoked sausage, and it would be delicious. And it all cooks about the same time. So I'm fixing to slide this in the oven, and when it gets ready, I'm going to take it out, show you what it looks like, and I'm going to show you how I do my green beans. So I'll be back in a little bit. Right here. I want them to see this. My green beans. Okay, this is my green beans. I always leave some of the liquid in it because I do not pour my liquid off my vegetables because that's where a lot of the nutrients are. So when you drain your vegetables, now if you're doing it in a casserole or something where you have to drain your vegetables, then that's fine. But something like green bean, ooh, that hurt, burned. Something like green beans or something like that, leave your liquid in it because that's where a lot of your nutrients are. And I'm just going to let these cook until the liquid cooks out of them, and then I'm going to put just a little bit of butter in them and let them kind of stir fry. Now my veggies are done. Ooh, I'm going to show you.
Isn't that colorful?
I'm going to get a little knife here. And they're just as tender as they can be.
Oh, yeah.
But what I did, I was looking for a radish. I'm going to get it out of the other one. I turned my oven up to 400 because I wanted to roast them a little bit browner than what they are. But you see how tender they are? And look at that radish. Just as tender. And oh, radishes, roasted radishes are delicious. So I turned my oven up to 400 degrees and I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes. Then I'm just going to turn my oven off and let them sit in there until Elaine and Kale get here. But I just wanted to show you the green beans and how I cook them. And as soon as all this water cooks off, then I'm going to, like I say, put a little bit of butter in them and just cook them till they kind of glaze over. So they kind of not start browning, but almost to the point where they're brown. All the liquid is cooked out. So, and then they'll just sit there and cook in that butter for a few minutes. So, be back with you in just a few minutes.
Got there, Grandmama.
I got the sweetest little boy in the whole world.
Hey, Kale.
Oh, they just got here and supper's ready. And come around here, baby. I want to show them my green beans. And what I mean when I say I cook I put probably a tablespoon of butter in there, and I cooked all the liquid out. And now I'm just letting them cook in that butter.
Oh, yeah.
Now I want to show you. Yeah, and we got this. I've already shown it to Kale. So, all right, I'm going to take this one out. Put it right there. I'll get two of these out. I'm going to put it right over here. Now, you talk about something good. Now, about halfway through, I went in. Now, you see how that's roasted? See on the bottom how that's turned brown? See that one? I stirred them about halfway through so I could get more of the oil on them and get more of the seasonings. So look at that. You're talking about good. Kale, does that look good? Are you hungry? Grandma's hungry too. So this is our roasted vegetables right here. And I'm fixing to turn the green beans off because they're just like I want them. Baby, you want to come back over here and let them see? Okay. Now when you hear that sound, you know they're just about ready. So I'm going to turn them off. And we're going to be ready to eat in just a few minutes. So, oh, they're hot, baby. And don't touch that pan right there because that pan is hot. Okay, what are you supposed to tell them, Kale?
Hit the notification button.
Subscribe and hit the notification.
Subscribe and hit the notification like.
Thank you, Kate.
I'm teaching him right at a young age. Love y'all. Please subscribe and hit that little bell, and we'll see y'all next time.
And eat healthy and delicious food.